Hello, Matthew Hawkins back again with another video, and it is that time of year again. Yes, it is WrestleMania weekend, and for the third year in a row, it's done over 2 nights, as this is the most stupendous 2-night WrestleMania in history. Yes, I don't like it either. A full disclosure as well, this week's probably like the best week in a long while. I've gone out my way to watch WWE. It's probably since the Rumble I've gone out the way to watch WWE programming that was less than 2 years old, because I just feel it's not worth my time anymore. I'm becoming more and more of a lapsed WWE fan. When was the last time, other than the Rumble and probably the last Saudi show, when was the last time I watched WWE programming that was less than 2 years old? Probably October, round about the start of NXT 2.0, before I was like, actually, you know what, this ain't worth my time anymore. But on the topic of NXT, before we get into WrestleMania, I thought I'll do my whole weekend predictions in one video for WWE's big events. So starting off, I would like to remind you all that I'm the dandy highwayman that you're too scared to mention. I spend my cash on looking, flashing, grabbing your attention. The devil take your stereo and your record collection, and the way you look, you'll qualify for next year's old age pension. Yes, to kick things off, we're doing our predictions for NXT Stand and Deliver. Yeah, not NXT TakeOver, it's just NXT 2.0 now. Right, starting with the kickoff match of NXT Stand and Deliver, and Toxic Attraction defend the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. That's Gigi Dolan and Jacy Jayne against Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai. Obviously, Gigi Dolan was the former Priscilla Kelly on the NBC, obviously Hell's Favourite Harlot, who was Darby Allin's ex-wife. Yes, they got married, they're now divorced, but that's neither here nor there. She has been pretty much the only real AEW to WWE defection, even though she wrestled 2 or 3 matches for them until now. But more on that later. But anyway, back to this match. Toxic Attraction. I'm just going to go with Toxic Attraction on this one. Right, next match, it is LA Knight, the former Eli Drake, against the former Walter Gunter. I'm aware with what happened with this, but I'm just going to go with Gunter, because I'm reckon he's still a face, even though he has got a name that obviously is quite controversial, to say the least. Right, moving on to Tommaso Ciampa faces Tony D'Angelo. I am going to go with Tommaso Ciampa. It's plain and simple, I'm just going to go with Ciampa on this one. Right, next match, how about the NXT Tag Team Championship Triple Threat match, which is Imperium defending against the Creed Brothers and MSK. Imperium. Plain and simple, I'm just going to go with Imperium. Right, next match, how about the Fatal 4-Way match for the NXT Women's Championship as Mandy Rose versus Cora Jade, Kaylee Ray and Io Shirai. Given Cora Jade, I believe, backstory that said on this past week's NXT 2.0, I'm going to go with Cora Jade. I just think it would make absolute sense for her to win the belt today. So that's why I'm going to go with Cora Jade on this one. Right, next, how about the ladder match for the NXT North American Championship as Carmella Hayes will defend against Santos Escobar, Grayson Walker, Solo Sikoa and Cameron Grimes. And Cameron Grimes, I feel, is going to win the title and take it to the moon. Yes, Cameron Grimes. And I think that leaves only one more match on this card. How about the NXT champion Dolph freaking Ziggler, of all people, against the kind of somewhat, no pun intended, breakout star, obviously notable name, Bron Breakker. I'm just going to go with Dolph Ziggler on this one. I'm just going to go with Dolph Ziggler. Just Dolph Ziggler. Right, well, now that's NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver all the way, how about we get on to the most stupendous 2-night WrestleMania in history. So let's start off with WrestleMania Saturday. And well, we don't know what match is going to start. How about that match? You know, like I said about how we've had one sort of AEW to WWE defection. Well, we'll start with this match. Seth Rollins against Vince McMahon's handpicked mystery opponent. Y'all have seen the rumours, especially since the day he left AEW. I'm talking obviously about Cody Rhodes. Don't say who it is. Then there's rumours that he probably be asked to back out of Mania. If he does show up in WWE, he's a sell. If the rumours are true, I'll see it when I believe it, because just in case we're being late. Which, to be honest, I would take any day of the week over him showing up in WWE, if I'm being brutally honest. So I'm not going to do that match. But if it is Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. Rollins. If it's Elias, Seth Rollins. I'm just going to go with Seth Rollins on that one. Seth freaking Rollins. Alright, so how about the New Day's Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods against Sheamus and Ridge Holland, which obviously Ridge Holland, he did used to play for Rovers. He was a rugby player for OKR. You know I'm a whole FC fan, so New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. New Day rocks. Right, moving on. How about his SmackDown Tag Team Championship on the line as the Usos defend against Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs? Well, Usos, definitely. Right, moving on. Drew McIntyre will face Happy Corbin. Well, I'm not a fan of Happy Corbin. McIntyre all the way. Alright. And next, how about The Miz and Logan Paul against Rey Dominic Mysterio. As much as I'd love to go with Mysterio because I absolutely can't stand Logan Paul, the thing is, he's a celebrity. Miz and Logan Paul. I guarantee I don't see that it going any other way. So, The Miz and Logan Paul. We're moving on to the Raw Women's Championship match as big time Becky Lynch, I believe, against Bianca Belair. Becky Lynch. Just Becky Lynch. Finally, the SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line as Charlotte Flair defends against Ronda Rousey. Obviously, the same about Charlotte Flair becoming the greatest of all time. I'm going with Ronda Rousey. I feel like seeing it on there, I'm going with Rousey on this one. So, for that, I'm going to go with Rousey. Again, picking and choosing, but Rousey. Right, on to WrestleMania Sunday now. We're nearly there, so let's get to WrestleMania Sunday. Starting off, I think I'm going off WWE.com here. Johnny Knoxville versus Sami Zayn. Again, just like how I think Logan Paul and The Miz are going to beat Mysterios. Johnny Knoxville's a celebrity, obviously Jackass fame. So, Johnny Knoxville on this one. I know I've been proven wrong before, but yeah, still, Johnny Knoxville. Right, moving on to the next match. The Raw Tag Team Championships are on the line, I believe, as it's the RK Bro, Riddle and Randy Orton, the Alpha Academy and the Street Profits. Who's to go for here? I feel safer going with RK Bro, so I'll go with RK Bro. What matches I haven't done? How about Bobby Lashley versus Omos? Two beasts, glad if I remember from Raw this past week. I'm going to go with Omos. I think randomly picking and choosing. Omos will make his match, so I think in Bobby Lashley, but I think Omos is going to win this one. How about, just looking at match then, but how about the Women's Tag Team Champions as Queen Selena and Carmella will defend against Sasha Banks and Naomi and Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan and Natalya and Shayna Baszler. This one's really hard to say. Yeah, Rhea Ripley. I think Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. Right, next match. Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. Obviously, Pat McAfee's kind of a celebrity, but obviously he has been involved on the broadcast team for WWE. So, to be honest, it's like, yeah, I wouldn't put him in that same category. And he has proven me wrong before. But I'm going to go with Austin Theory on this one. I'm going to go with Austin Theory. I might be wrong, though. Now to the match that kind of sold WrestleMania for me. In a way, a match that I never thought I would see. I thought it was good enough for the 2020 Royal Rumble when we saw these two in the ring together. Edge, who is my all-time favourite wrestler, against AJ Styles, who when, about 2008, when my interest in TNA was at its peak, I'd say he was my favourite on TNA. So you've got my all-time favourite wrestler against my favourite all-time TNA wrestler against each other. I'm going to go with Edge. I might be wrong, but I'm going to go with Edge on this one. I just feel more confident going with Edge. I think there's one match, and they're building this up as the biggest WrestleMania match in history. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns, winner-take-all title unification matches. WWE Champion Brock Lesnar will defend his Universal Championship against Roman Reigns. And this is the biggest WrestleMania match of all time. I'm not sure, they're just doing that. Roman Reigns, I think. I'm going to go with Roman Reigns on this one. Well, those are my WrestleMania weekend predictions, I suppose, for all the WWE shows that are going on. That includes NXT Stand And Deliver, and of course, both nights of the most stupendous two-night WrestleMania in history. WrestleMania 38. Will it be better than the last time WrestleMania was held in Dallas? I guess we'll find out tonight or tomorrow night. What do you think of my predictions as always? Let me know yours as well down in that comment section below. Do you think Cody Rhodes is going to show up? If he is, he's a f***ing sellout, and that warrants its own video, so keep an eye out for that. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it. If you are brand new to this channel, you like what you see here, you want some more, be sure to click that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you know whenever the hell I post next. Be sure to tell your friends how much of a great YouTuber I am, and to follow me on Twitter at Hawkins_MattUS, and on Instagram at BigMattHawk18. But as always though, remember, you need some cheer, have no fear, Big Matt Hawk is here!